Hello, my name is Monica Zudi, your relationship intelligence coach. Today we'll be discussing something very sensitive. Sisters, when will you marry? Okay, it's a very serious matter now, not because I'm laughing. This is a question that's plaguing so many sisters in church, especially those that are seemingly of marriageable age. So I'm going to try and define what marriageable age is. Now, this is my definition, please. When you ask of a woman who is of marriageable age, I would say a woman that is considered an adult by the country, maybe 18 and above, somebody who has an understanding of the responsibilities of marriage, somebody who has identified her calling in life, knows what she was born to do and is about it, who is busy, has something doing, not somebody who is looking for a guy to dump all her responsibilities on. So that's my definition of a lady who is of marriageable age. But I want to express some of my observation as Christians, because this recording, though, would apply to any woman, but is specific to ladies who are in church, who are of marriageable age. Now, my observation is that some of us Christian ladies of certain orientations who probably got to love Christ from campus often always look forward to a very vibrant Christian life. And for the most part, when we get out of school, like you graduate, say at age 23, 24, the next 10 years of your life, you're seeking both spiritual and financial, promotion. And sometimes within that age, like a 10 years bracket, we forget what we call marriage. We're not thinking about it. You see, but the Bible makes it clear that there is nothing wrong with getting married. Nothing wrong with getting married. So I'm going to point that to you. One, there is nothing wrong with getting married. And marriage, if done rightly, and if you marry the right person, will help you serve God better. Will not be a distraction. Will help you serve God better. That's my candid opinion. Then secondly, if you really ever thought of getting married and raising a family, the question is when? At what age? Often this set of Christian ladies, they are very, very audacious and they love God and they love to do so much for God, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So they are in pursuit, and many of them have a career that they are in pursuit of as well. So they set milestones for their career. Sometimes they even set milestones for their spiritual attainment, which is not bad at all. It's fine. But at that point in time, they live out marriage. And then suddenly there may be this age between 24, maybe 23 when you left school, and 35, 36, 37. You're doing so well. You've attained so much career-wise. You have become a leader in church whom a lot of people are looking up to. But somewhere in your heart, you have a desire to raise a family. And sometimes your family members are posing some questions to you, sister. When will you get married? So that's the question we're going to answer now. If you are in that bracket, let me highlight to you. You can still serve God wholeheartedly. You can still fulfill your calling while you are married. You really don't have to prove a point to God or anybody to say you want to attain to this level of leadership before you raise a family. And it's very okay to think about getting married. So the things you have to do is, one, it is absolutely right to pray about getting married, even as you are committed in church. If you don't pray about it, what will you pray about? It's an important thing, because two things that can change your destiny in life: the person you marry and the career you choose. So it's very important that you pray about getting married. There's nothing wrong with it, and that does not make you carnal at all. It doesn't make you weak. And then secondly, be humble. My pastor on campus used to tell us, say, sisters, be marketable. He said, these brothers you are seeing here, they will be governors tomorrow. They will be presidents. of companies and organizations. These, your husbands are amongst them. That's what my pastor used to tell me on campus. And I had it in mind, not that I positioned myself for one of them. I eventually didn't marry anybody from the campus fellowship I was in. But there's this humility. It's so easy for a lady's progress to be measured side by side. There are pairs with a guy often. But when the guys hit it, they become obvious too. So don't write anybody off. Don't put yourself in a position where you are unreachable because of what you have attained, even in the level of leadership or in your career. Don't do that. So that's one thing. Pray about it. We're looking at the solution now. Pray about it. God, I want to marry. And if possible, say, God, I want to marry this 2022, if that's what you want. Pray about it. God is concerned. Even about your hair, every strand of your hair, God coded it. Do you know what that means? That detail. If he could do that, then the person you marry is important to him too. So pray about it. That's the first thing you're going to do. And then put yourself in the position where you are reachable. That does not mean you are available. Listen, reachable. Be humble. Be kind and approachable, even in the house of God and in your place of work. Then thirdly, sister, what you're going to do is be sincere about it. Be sincere about it. Don't put yourself out there in church as a saint and you are running some terrible things outside. You now make yourself vulnerable because you're born with passion or lust. I don't know how to place it. You make yourself vulnerable to the wolves and the lions. I'll define that for you. The wolves are those who come into the church in sheep clothing to get the sheep. Let's leave it there. The lions are outside and they know the sheep when they see them. So they're putting you under pressure. They want a relationship with you. Sometimes you stumble and fall. You know what that means. And then you get up and you repent and then you clean yourself and you're running again. Your passions are alive. You are a human being. Get married. Sex is allowed within the boundaries of marriage. Go and get married, sister. Like they say, when will you get married? Get married. I'm born for the Lord and raise a family. That's what you need to do. And I'm bringing this up at this time because I know there are some little foxes that spoil the vine. And as we prepare ourselves for the rapture, as we look forward to it, as we work so hard for God in the house of God, let us not find ourselves in that place of compromise, so that by God's grace, these little foxes that spoil the vine will not rob us of our salvation. So that's it, sister. When will you get married? So read the article and click on the link to watch the full video on YouTube. Remember, I love you.